Joe look for it?
Yes, sir, I did. I'll look again after this. All right, we'll let Coach Big stay. We'll take some questions.
Sorry. No problem. All right, well, appreciate everybody being here and covering us today. Obviously, very happy for our players. I thought they played a good game on Saturday versus a tough, hard-nosed veteran Kansas State team. A lot of credit to them. I thought Kansas State did a really nice job of keeping us out of the end zone and the red zone. They did a really nice job, obviously, running the football, and proud of our guys that we were able to make a couple plays late and find a way to win the game. Happy for Connor Martin that he went out and made the game-winning kick. And as I said to our team, from the sideline to the locker room to the crowd, I thought it was a total team win, and I thought that's probably what our guys needed, was that kind of a game. So we'll turn our attention now to University of Texas. They were obviously extremely impressive on Saturday, beating University of Oklahoma. I think that's 3 top 25 wins for them. They're playing really, really well right now, and we have a lot of respect for them and their players and coaching staff, and I know it'll be a great opportunity for us. So we're excited. We're about ready to get to work, and with that, I'll see what questions you guys have.
Touched on it right there, but just winning a game like that, with all 3 phases, kind of winning a close one, how much, better is that for the team psyche going forward?
Well, I think a couple things. Number one, I mean, that's, when you get into conference play, that's what a lot of your games are going to be like. They're going to come down to the end, and usually, to me, winning games in the fourth quarter comes down to maturity, comes down to confidence, it comes down to trust. Trusting in yourself, trusting in the guys around you, and I just didn't sense any panic. I sensed a team that was was determined to find a way to win the game, and kept coming back and kept battling. And they scored the last touchdown, and it could have been a depressing moment because I think we kind of thought we had it, and they kick it off and they tackle us at the 14-yard line. So to have 86 yards in front of you, that can be daunting, but we just did it, piece by piece, and at the end, to get down there to put the game in not just Connor's hands, but the whole PAT field goal team. I thought that was really important. So, tremendous experience for us as we move forward. We played a lot of young kids in that game. I mean, we started two true freshmen in the secondary, and it was I believe both of their first starts, right? So Christian Morgan stepped up, had an interception. Kalen Barnes made some unbelievable plays. We wear those GPS units, and Chris Altoff told me that he recorded like a 22.9, was the 3rd fastest of all time here. So Kalen did. So I just think that was good, and then I think the biggest thing was our guys enjoyed the battle, right? Like if you play the game looking at the scoreboard, you end up getting tight, and I thought our guys really enjoyed the moment. I mean, it was fun on the sidelines, and it was fun, in the stadium. I thought the crowd at the end was awesome, and so it was a great experience for our players. I was happy for them.
We had the explosive plays, I guess, have continued to be an issue against OU as a pass, as the run against Kansas State. What do y'all need to do?
We have to play better, everything it's never just one thing, and that's coaching talk. But there's 1 or 2 of them where literally we're slanting the whole line, and a couple guys go the wrong way, and it opens up a huge gap, and it's a touchdown. I think we have to play a little bit better, in our 2nd and 3rd levels. I think our D-line's getting off and, playing aggressively and playing violently and getting off blocks. And I think we had, 4 or 5 sacks in the game. We created turnovers, so we're doing some things better than we have. But it's just those devastating, and it's the runs that's what kills you. Against Oklahoma, they had some runs in the 4th quarter, but I think we had them at 87 yards in the middle of the 3rd quarter rushing. It was the pass that hurt us. And then, we came into this game and, DT and Harrison weren't 100%. Graylin's out, so Raleigh and Kalen practiced really well, so we went ahead and started them. And, versus a couple of veteran receivers, you're expecting that to be sort of the issue. And those guys held up great. It was the run that got us. And so we just have to play better. As dumb as that might sound, as simple as that might sound, guys have to get off some blocks and make some plays. And that we're not really doing that at the highest of levels right now. We blitzed the run, we man blitzed the run, we did a bunch of different things, and but it's not any one guy, it's not any one thing, and to me, I think it can be corrected, and it needs to be corrected, moving forward. And I thought Kansas State, a lot of credit to them. I thought they came out with a run in the second half that they hadn't really used in the first half. and it just kind of schematically bothered us. Our guys never really adjusted, and we tried to adjust on the sideline, but never really did. And I thought Barnes played really well. The game was over, our kids were celebrating. He's the first guy I walked over to and said, well, I tell you what, that was an outstanding performance, and I don't want to take anything away from him. I thought he was really special.
Matt, you've had an impact from a lot of transfers this year. Jalen and Morgan and Lockhart, Hurd. First of all, can you just speak maybe to the impact those guys have had, but also do you recruit those guys differently than you would a kid coming out of high school?
Yeah, I've never been like when I was at Temple, I didn't take a ton of transfers. It had to be someone I had a relationship with. I thought, when we got here, because of the scholarship situation that we were in, taking a couple guys made a lot of sense. So I think it's just a little bit different in that, when you come out of high school, guys are thinking about a lot of different things. What I want to study. Some guys want to know what the helmet combination. There's a lot of different things that go into high school recruiting. When you've gone somewhere and it didn't work out, and you're looking for a second place, it's usually a little different conversation. It's how do I fit? Where do I belong? And we have to feel good about what your reasons were for leaving. So I think that it's always a unique situation. But those guys have helped us a ton. Jake Rhule Morgan. I'm waiting for him to get healthy, and I think we're really going to see him start to shine. You look at Jalen Hurd. I think his impact is. I think everyone's starting to see it. Locke. He's a guy that came in kind of before when we first got here, and came in mid-year to kind of fill the class that had left the year before, and he's playing good football now. Christian Beard, came here and walked on and earned a scholarship. He started the first couple games when he was 100%, and he's done a great job for us. So there's a lot of impact of a lot of those guys, and then McClendon. He's a drop pass or two away from playing a lot more. He had his chances, and some guys didn't make some plays. But he's been an amazing teammate, and he's going to go play pro football, and hopefully this place helped him along the way. So those guys have been great for us. It's a unique roster situation. So people always ask me all these other things, like just what we've done roster-wise has been really just different. You don't see that very often, and so those guys really helped us make sure we had enough older guys to go along with all the young kids we brought in.
When Connor's having a game like he was on